It was a warm and far-reaching speech in which the Afghan president offered the Taliban a peace deal without precondition. He also promised official political recognition and an office in Kabul if the armed group joins the peace process.
I call on the Taliban and their leadership. Today the decision is in your hands. Accept peace, a dignified peace. Come together to safeguard this country, which has been the result of our sacrifices and struggle.
They were his most conciliatory words as president. Ghani has previously described the Taliban as terrorists and rebels. But now he says he'll not prejudge any group. He even went as far as to say Taliban fighters and officials could be removed from international blacklists. Delegates representing 25 regional and international countries have come together in the Afghan capital to try and devise a peace strategy aimed at ending 16 years of conflict. It comes at a time when all sides are showing they are willing to talk.
The door is still open, and they have shown softness in their stand. Not just the Taliban, but the Afghan government and its international counterparts as well. And I think it's the perfect time. Maybe not for the peace deal to be struck at this stage, but probably for a temporary ceasefire, which could then pave the path for a sustainable peace in the long term.
The Taliban previously insisted on changes to the Afghan constitution and the removal of the US military from the country as a precondition to peace talks. But it has always refused to talk directly to the Afghan government, which it describes as American puppets. The group no longer mentions withdrawal or the constitutional changes. On top of this, the Americans have said the door to peace is still open to the Taliban, and they have put much pressure on Pakistan to help in this regard. The US military has been increasing its bombing missions from the air, while the Taliban has been stepping up its suicide attacks on the ground. But everyone agrees that this war cannot be won militarily. Even as President Ghani was delivering his speech, news came through about how 30 people were abducted by the Taliban near Kandahar, 19 of them policemen. Their fate is uncertain, and it shows that the violence in Afghanistan is continuing as normal. No one is suggesting that peace is about to break out in Afghanistan, but the encouraging signs and language which are coming from all parties are raising hopes here that maybe the first tentative steps of ending this brutal war are being taken. Tony Birtley, Al Jazeera, Kabul.